When the last guest finally departed, Amina felt a wave of exhaustion wash over her. She wanted nothing more than to retreat to her room and be alone with her thoughts, but before she could make her escape, Farrak spoke up. "We need to talk," he said, his tone serious. Amina nodded, knowing that this conversation was inevitable. They walked silently to a private room in the hotel, away from prying eyes and ears. Once they were alone, Farrak turned to her, his expression cold. "I don't love you," he said bluntly. "I never wanted this marriage, and I'm only doing it because I have no choice. But I need you to understand that I'm in love with someone else." Amina felt her heart sink. Even though she had suspected this all along, "Who is she?" she asked softly. "Her name is Rashida," Farrak replied. "We've been together for years, and I had plans to marry her. But now, this." He gestured around them, as if the very idea of their marriage was something distasteful. "I see," Amina said, trying to keep her voice steady. "What do you expect me to do, Farrak?" "I don't know," he admitted, running a hand through his hair in frustration. "But I don't want you to get any ideas. I'll fulfill my duties as a husband, but don't expect anything more from me. I'll continue to see Rashida, and you'll have to accept that." Amina felt a tear slip down her cheek, but she quickly wiped it away. "I understand," she whispered. "But Farrak, can we at least try to make this work? Even if it's just as friends?" Masood hesitated, his expression softening slightly. "I don't know, Amina. Maybe. But it's going to take time." "That's all I'm asking for," Amina said, trying to offer a small smile. Farrak nodded, and for the first time that night, he seemed to relax a little. "All right. We'll take it one step at a time." With that, they left the room and went their separate ways, both lost in their own thoughts. Amina knew that her life had just taken a turn she never expected, and she had no idea what the future held. But for now, all she could do was take things one day at a time and hope that someday, she might find happiness in this marriage, even if it wasn't the kind of happiness she had always dreamed of. As the weeks passed, Amina and Farrak's life together settled into a routine. They moved into a cozy apartment provided by Farrak's family, where they began their new life as a married couple. Despite the initial awkwardness, they found moments of genuine connection, and Farrak began to show more of his true self. One evening, Amina was cooking dinner in their small but well-equipped kitchen when Farrak walked in. His face showing a hint of excitement. "Amina, I have something to tell you," he said. "What's up?" she asked, turning her attention from the stove to him. "I've been thinking about what you said on our wedding day," Farrak started. "About how you wanted to go to university and build a career. I want to support you." Amina's heart skipped a beat. "Really? But how?" "I've arranged for you to start classes at a local university. It's not the same as going abroad, but it's a start. And I've talked to my family about letting you pursue your dreams." Tears welled up in Amina's eyes. "Thank you, Farrak. This means so much to me." Farrak reached out and gently took her hand. "I'm sorry for how things started. I know this wasn't ideal for either of us. I want us to be happy and support each other." Amina smiled through her tears. "I appreciate that. And I want us to make the best of this, together." Over the next few months, Amina began her studies in business administration. She found herself enjoying her classes and slowly building a circle of friends. Farrak, too, was supportive and encouraging, often helping her with her studies and being a source of comfort when things got tough. Despite their growing closeness, Amina was always cautious. She knew Farrak had a past and was still adjusting to their marriage. Their relationship was still a work in progress, but she felt hopeful. One day, Farrak came home with a concerned expression. "Amina, we need to talk." Amina set aside her book and looked at him with a worried frown. "What's wrong?" "I received a message from Rashida," Farrak said, his voice heavy with guilt. "She's in town and wants to see me." Amina's heart sank. "What does she want?" "She wants closure," Farrak said. "I haven't seen her since our wedding. I told her we should meet, but I want you to know about it." Amina took a deep breath, her emotions swirling. "Do you want to see her?" "I don't know," Farrak admitted. "I don't want to hurt you, but I think it's important to be honest with ourselves and each other." Amina nodded slowly. "I appreciate your honesty. But I need to think about this. Can we discuss it more later?" "Of course," Farrak agreed, his eyes reflecting his understanding. The next few days were filled with tension and introspection for Amina. She tried to focus on her studies, but her mind was preoccupied with the situation. Farrak had been patient and understanding, giving her the space she needed to process her feelings. One evening, Amina sat down with Farrak and made her decision. "I've thought a lot about this, and I want you to meet with her. But I need to know that our relationship is strong and that you're committed to us." Farrak nodded. "I am committed to us. I will meet with her, but I want you to know that you are my priority." The meeting with Rashida went as expected. Farrak and Rashida had a heartfelt conversation, which allowed both of them to find closure and move on. Rashida left with a sense of peace, and Farrak returned to Amina with a renewed focus on their relationship. In the months that followed, Amina and Farrak worked hard to strengthen their marriage. They faced challenges together, supported each other, and grew closer. Amina continued to excel in her studies, and Farrak's career flourished as well. Their journey was far from perfect, but they learned to navigate their differences and find joy in their shared experiences. They celebrated their small victories and faced their struggles with determination. One evening, as they sat together on their balcony, overlooking the city lights, Farrak turned to Amina and said, "I'm grateful for how far we've come. You've made me a better person." Amina smiled, resting her head on his shoulder. "And you've shown me that love can grow from the most unexpected places. I'm looking forward to our future together." And so, Amina and Farrak continued their journey as partners, embracing the ups and downs of life and building a future filled with love, respect, and understanding. As the years passed, Amina and Farrak continued to navigate their lives together with growing confidence and mutual respect. Their marriage, which had started with complications and uncertainties, evolved into a strong partnership built on trust and understanding. Amina graduated with honors from the university, and her success was a source of immense pride for both her and Farrak. She landed a position at a reputable firm, where she quickly made a name for herself. Farrak's career also flourished, and together, they achieved a comfortable and fulfilling lifestyle. One sunny afternoon, Farrak came home with a bright smile on his face and a small, elegantly wrapped box in his hand. "Surprise!" he announced as he entered their living room. Amina looked up from her work, her curiosity piqued. "What's this?" "Open it and see," Farrak said, his eyes twinkling with excitement. Amina carefully unwrapped the box and found a beautiful watch inside. It was a classic design with a touch of elegance that perfectly suited her style. "It's gorgeous, Farrak." "Thank you," she exclaimed, touched by the thoughtful gift. "There's more," Farrak said, taking a deep breath. "I wanted to tell you that we're going on a special trip. I've planned a vacation to the Maldives for us. We've worked so hard, and I thought it would be a great way to celebrate and relax." Amina's eyes widened in delight. "The Maldives? That sounds incredible." "Yes, it is. I wanted us to take some time to enjoy each other's company and reflect on everything we've accomplished together," Farrak said. Their trip to the Maldives was everything they had hoped for. The pristine beaches, crystal-clear waters, and breathtaking sunsets provided the perfect backdrop for their getaway. They spent their days exploring the islands, indulging in spa treatments, and simply enjoying each other's presence. One evening, as they walked hand in hand along the beach, Farrak stopped and looked at Amina with a serious expression. "Amina, there's something I've been meaning to ask you," he began. Amina turned to him, sensing the gravity of the moment. "What is it?" Farrak took a deep breath and reached into his pocket, pulling out a small velvet box. "We've been through so much together, and I've grown to love and cherish you more than I ever thought possible. I want to spend the rest of my life with you." He opened the box to reveal a stunning engagement ring. "Amina, will you marry me again? Will you continue to be my partner in this journey of life?" Tears filled Amina's eyes as she looked at the ring and then at Farak. Yes, Farak, I will. I want to be with you forever. They embraced, the sound of the waves crashing softly in the background. Farak slipped the ring onto Amina's finger, and they shared a passionate kiss as the sun set over the horizon. The proposal marked a new chapter in their lives, reaffirming their commitment to each other and their love. They returned home from their vacation with renewed energy and a deeper bond. A few months later, they had a beautiful ceremony to renew their vows, surrounded by family and friends. It was a celebration of their love, their journey, and the life they had built together. As they stood together, hand in hand, looking out at the people who supported them, Amina and Farak knew that they had created something truly special. Their marriage, once marked by uncertainty, had blossomed into a strong and loving relationship. In the years that followed, they continued to support each other's dreams and build a future filled with love and happiness. They cherished the lessons learned along the way and celebrated the triumphs and joys that came their way. Together, Amina and Farak embraced their life, knowing that their journey, with all its twists and turns, had led them to a place of true happiness and fulfillment.